6 minutes until showtime.
Open topic. Yeah. What up, everybody?
5
Couple
minutes
of minutes.
until showtime.
What's up, everybody? Let me see. What's up, Celeste? What up, Kim? What up, Maurice? What up, Mike? What up, Cordell?
4 minutes until showtime.
It ain't like he gonna listen to you. Telling the dog to get a mop.
3 minutes until showtime.
Tell her don't talk to no damn dog.
You silly, dog. We'll be starting the show in 2 minutes. This is open topic tonight. So whatever on your mind, you could bring it up on today's show. Um, Also, we still are giving out those earphones for the 100th subscriber to Tommyism38, which has a list of all the old shows
Two minutes until
from
showtime.
beginning to present. So if you want to be eligible for those, make sure that you m- subscribe to Tommyism38 on YouTube to be eligible. We are going to be talking about Julia Roberts tonight, about her the possibility of her being that she was going to play Harriet Tubman. I know everybody been hearing that buzz around.
1 minute until showtime.
What up, Q?
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Caller number 1, you rockin' with your boy Fat Cat on the Fat Cat Show, so what's crackin'?
Ain't no party like a Fat Cat party, cause a Fat Cat party don't stop.
You never catch me sleeping, man, because I'm reaching the top. And if I gotta sacrifice, I put some hip in my hop.
Ain't no party like a Fat Cat party. At a Fat Cat party, they blow.
You know how it is. Get on your mark, set, go. Let it do what it do. You on the Fat Cat Show. Yep.
This show's fanatical, so spell it with a capital, cause half of you was laughable. Don't have me coming after you. You know exactly what a Mac can do. A legend like Mac can do. I'ma name this Fat Cat Avenue. Man, you gotta be honest, you need to talk it out. Cause if you hate and keep stepping, you need to walk it out. Man, damn, what the fuss is all about? Mean Queen, Fat Cat, they be showing out. Are they real, man? Are these niggas holding out? Make sure the middle finger hits the colon. Cause haters, they never win, man, they never do. Raising hell so the devil never go to heaven too. First off, second two, I could never do. Nephew, you think I'm sorry cause I left you? Down for making revenue. One thing I know, you tuning in to the Fat Cat Show, yeah?
Ain't no party like a Fat Cat party, cause a Fat Cat party don't stop.
You never catch me sleeping, man, because I'm reaching the top. And if I gotta sacrifice, I put some hip in my hop.
Ain't no party like a Fat Cat party. At a Fat Cat party, they blow.
You know how it is. Get on your mark, set, go. Let it do what it do. You on the Fat Cat Show. Yep. Yo, what's cracking? You rocking with your boy, the preacher's grandson, the sinister minister, the Rabbi Raymond Noodle, the chaplain of fried chicken's last rites, the thinking deacon. Y'all know who it is. That's Fat Cat, and I'm down with my dog, Roof. That's T, satellite, but Bills. What's cracking, baby?
What's up, man? Everything all right?
Oh, you know. Got a little bit of good news today, somewhat. For the last couple of days or so, I had a kidney stone, and I was able to pass my kidney stone and relieve myself of a lot of little pain. So I'm learning a lot. The older you get, the more you learn a lot about your body. And so I'm learning, solely know now my do's and don'ts now. Things that I used to partake in, I can't partake in really no more. And just learning my body and learning how to, change things up and adapt,
Did you keep the stone?
Yeah, I got to. I have to take it to the neural person.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically that's a thing. So I just gotta change things up, man. Definitely. So, but once again, before we start the show, I want to say happy birthday to those who are celebrating birthdays today. Whoever that may be out there. You think it's anybody out there?
Nah.
But we're going to give them a round of applause. Yes.
Oh, I want to say R.I.P. to rapper Cameron. He lost his longtime girlfriend today.
Oh, Okay. Yeah, okay. I don't know what to say about that. You act like you know, but anyway.
You gotta know people to say, "All right,
Yeah,
rest in peace."
yeah. Well,
Gee, Willikers.
I thought maybe you was going to the funeral or something. But anyway, but you know it's like that. But rest in peace to anybody that may have lost people. You
But you
know
don't know everybody though.
that may have lost that may have lost people or anything. But you know I'm just joking with you, dog. But then again,
You
too.
can give $1 to GoFundMe.
But then again, then again, thank you, my love. My love is saying happy birthday to me for tomorrow. You know, the big 4-7. So that's again something to be happy about.
My man.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're far too kind. You're far too kind. But but once again, man, I don't know why you hate so much. You're just the biggest hater, dog, that there ever is. But like I said earlier on the show before we started, we're trying to get 100 subscribers, and the 100th subscriber will get some. What was that satellite?
Earphones for your cell phone.
Yeah, but a lot of
For your
people,
Apple, or Android.
Android. So subscribe to the page, the Tommyism 38 fact, or you could go right to the episodes that we post on the page to be eligible for the earphones. And so,
And don't rewrap them and try to give them to somebody for Christmas.
but anyway, I wanted to get it because we know today we really didn't have a topic today. We wanted to make it open topic for people to be able to openly discuss anything that's on their mind today. So we need a lot of participation from you today. So if you want to call the show with anything, that number is 646-564-9728, and press 1 to comment. You could talk about anything. We could get down to the nitty gritty. You know what I mean? But anyway, today I wanted to talk about the Julia Roberts situation, where Hollywood exec felt the need to want to try to cast her as Harriet Tubman. I mean, what kind of mess is that, dude? One of the most powerful black leaders that we had, and y'all just want to just whitewash her, or it would have been totally disrespectful because naturally she would have had to put on black face paint. So
Why? She could have just been like Elizabeth Taylor. She didn't put on black paint. When somebody plays Moses or Jesus, they white. There wasn't even no white people around the desert back then in Africa nowhere. Give me a break.
But no,
It was no.
you,
It was no.
but there's actual pictures of Harriet Tubman, which would have made it. You know, if she would have just came out, I'm Harriet Tubman. You know, look at me.
And actual statues and descriptions of Jesus and Moses. But they still Willie White is I don't know what. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been to a church with a white Jesus in the front?
Yes, I have.
Okay, was you outraged?
What you say?
Was you outraged?
Yeah. Well, listen. Well, because I didn't know no better in the beginning.
Okay.
I didn't know no better in the beginning. That was the thing.
What about right now? If you walked into a church and they had a black church and they had Jesus on the cross, a white Jesus on the cross, would you say something to the pastor?
No. You know why? You know, because that within itself does nothing to my salvation.
But where's the outrage?
Where's the outrage?
Uh-huh.
Well, the thing is, we know how other things are trying to be whitewashed on there because, like I said, there were so many like when they dealt with Jesus, especially after he got crucified, when he came back and
He came back as a white man.
and I'm just saying he looked different. The disciples didn't recognize him, so he looked different to them, so they didn't know who he was.
I didn't see that in the Bible. He came back as a white hippie.
I didn't say he came back as a white hippie. I said he looked different.
Oh, okay.
That's what I said.
Okay. I'm on your team, buddy. Slow down.
No. You call yourself trying to be funny. You go find yourself in that fiery pit. You keep on playing.
Hey, you can't put nobody in no pit.
Hey, I know I didn't say that, but
you can't even get the dog to take a bath at night.
Hey, can we
Okay,
go
ahead.
Can we rewind to where you said about the gay people following Jesus? Come on, Jesus. Can we go back to that comment?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I was making a point.
No, you weren't making no point.
I was making a point.
It's always some excuse with you, brother, when it comes to the Lord.
Hey man, I was just making a point.
Oh, okay. But anyway,
I just asked you if you would check the pastor about having white Jesus, and you said no. I wouldn't say nothing.
Let me ask
Mr. Charlie.
Because first of all, I don't know who everybody want to put the pastor's face on what's in the church. Half these pastors don't even own their churches. And most of that stuff might have been up before because our ancestors didn't know no better. The people before us didn't know no better. They just went off of what they knew. Because plenty of times in my church with my grandfather, we had pictures of white Jesus in there.
Sure you did, man.
And they didn't. My grandfather didn't know no better. They didn't know no better. But
so when did the picture of the white Jesus come down?
When I went in there, I took over.
Really?
I took those pictures down. My grandfather had one sitting on the mantle. It was sitting over on the mantle. I took it down. He had a big picture of him painted in the back of the choir stand, but now a wall cover it. It was, and then he had one upstairs in the office of that. You know what I'm saying? But the relying on the image of Jesus ain't determining nothing about your salvation. Now, if you come in there and you teaching some type of doctrine that I'm not, that I know I've been reading and I'm not familiar with, then that's when I bring up the things. But the thing we got to get across is that we got to stop all this, especially when it comes to dealing with our salvation. That black white thing. It sound kind of hypocritical when I'm talking about what I'm talking about right now with the show.
But if it wasn't an issue, we wouldn't have a picture of a white Jesus. Just like the little young kids, if you say Jesus ain't white, they'll say you crazy because they don't know no better.
Yeah.
The same way you didn't know any better.
Yeah. Yeah, because like I said, just think though, how they were taught. How they were taught. Coming up, you could imagine my grandfather's parents probably taught him to respect and kind of fear white people.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably how he was taught. Probably like, hey, don't, because he was a Tennessee boy. So you could imagine being born in 32 and walking around in the 30s and 40s in Tennessee, and so you could just imagine how that was for him during that time. Hey boy, don't be sassing Mr. Clarkston, or something, you know what I'm saying? Anything. So you know, they was one generation removed from slavery, so they don't know. They didn't know. So it's just that simple. But anyway, this is just blatant disregard of our culture and who we are. This person need to have been fired if he looked up. But they picked the perfect person to play Harriet. I must say that. But if you thought about Julia Roberts, ain't nothing about Julia Roberts that say nothing Harriet Tubman.
But he felt comfortable about saying that because what's been going on in Hollywood. I'm talking about whenever somebody played Jesus or Moses, or look at this, The Last Samurai. Who played The Last Samurai?
Tom Cruise.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why he said that. Why not? This is what we always do.
So
they went to Egypt and cut the noses off.
Yeah,
the
Sphinx. Yeah.
I'm saying one more. I'm talking about they disrespect us and we don't do anything about it any other time. Why not have a white Harriet Tubman?
But you know what? And this is the same thing that is being said when people talk about the elites. When people they say that about politics. They say, "Oh, if we put our people in place in politics, then this thing could change." But we got plenty of people in place in Hollywood that can change a lot of this narrative, and they ain't doing it.
We don't have plenty of people that have control over anything. We got actors. They act.
What?
Nobody owns the studios. We got a couple of people that get some.
Tyler Perry owns the studio.
Did you hear what I said? I didn't say we don't have anybody. We have a couple of people. That's why I made news when he owned the studio, when he opened up the studio. That's why it was big news.
Yeah.
So we don't have enough power to make changes in Hollywood.
So you even now you don't think that all these million and billionaire people can get together? Spike Lee, they should have did this a long time ago. Spike Lee, Tyler Perry, who else is a black? Even the
did what a long time ago.
Even the guy that's coming up now, Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele, he making real good movies now. Jordan Peele, name some more. I can't think of right off the top of my head right now. That's making they powerful film.
That own the studios. That's what we're talking about, right?
But I'm talking about. But they can put they could have been did this and bought studios and put this stuff.
They could have been that stuff. Cause that's like somebody saying. Somebody could have been on a NFL franchise, something like the National Football League. No, they couldn't have.
Why you?
You got to be a billionaire. You got to be a billionaire.
Why you think Tyler Perry slid by? You think
he slid, man.
You think Spike Lee wasn't rich enough to open up his own? You think John Singleton wasn't rich enough to open up his own?
I'm sure they was, but they didn't do that. You know why they didn't do that? Because people get scared.
You're right. So this act wouldn't have outraged you. No,
I thought it was funny. I'd have did that movie the same way I do a movie about Moses or anybody from the Bible. When I see a white person playing Moses, I don't go see it. I say the word's supposed to be about the truth. Are you gonna have a lash sitting up there and not supposed to accept it about the Bible? Give me a break.
So, but you know everybody always try to falsify what's truth. They always because the truth hurt. But I just look at that. Anybody else that got any comments about what we're discussing, or you got any other little discussions that you might want to bring up, that number is 646-564-9728. Press 1 if you want to comment. What do you think about that statue of Jesus that they showed in Rome, that picture that's floating on the internet? Do you? Nah, the crazy thing to me is that sometimes you got to put common sense to a lot of things. Now, the Roman Empire destroyed a lot of stuff. Why would they leave that in existence? Like, why would that be? They destroyed a lot of stuff that had history. The Romans, all they did was conquer stuff. They tore up all the books. That statue big. How could they hide that?
I'm talking about why would you want people that you don't even respect to know that they come from kings and queens and Jesus is their savior? Nobody want to do that. Come on now, let's keep them lost and in the dark. Keep them slaves. What it say in the Bible? Obey your master. And they taught, that's not what it means.
Yeah.
But they taught the slaves that. I'm talking about, you got to do something to keep control.
Yeah. It was all, and people always kind of like misconstrue that term because people don't realize that the Hebrew language didn't have a lot of words that translated over to English. So that slave to them meant worker.
But look, if somebody don't understand the word, you can interpret it any way you want. You hear people drinking blood and eating people. What do they call it? Cannibalism.
Yeah.
You have people doing that. Give me a break.
Yeah, like I said, but it was always important to try to understand the culture of things that was going on, especially when you study in the Bible. You always want to make sure you understand the king of that time, the laws of the land at that time, and the culture and the customs of what was going on during that time period. So, but I don't want to get off deep into that, but the whole thing was the fact that that in 2019 stuff so egregious is being allowed to even still be suggested to me. You can't believe that they still but then again we can't even believe that we're still getting gunned down and we still cops still killing us and we still ain't passed no laws or nothing yet to protect people. Now we just looked and seen that we just had 2 cops ambushed in Detroit yesterday or this morning or so, and one of them died. And it's so much outrage right now. It's so much outrage, and we still, I know we don't have as much problems with police fatality shootings in Detroit like Baltimore and stuff like that, unless they keep our numbers down, and we don't know. But I know I had a little cousin that got pulled over, and I guess the cop had him on the ground, and he had an asthma attack and died. And so it's little incidents like that we have, but it seemed like. And then we had recently, too, where a young man was protecting his house, and remember, he shot through the door and shot the cops. And he still ended up getting time for that. They still gave him time for that. He thought it was a burglar trying to break in, but it was the Detroit police checking on the house, and he shot him. Now, my thing is, too, with that, if you want the community to respect cops, why don't they get charged with the same thing when they make life-altering incidents?
Because nobody cares what your black A is thinking or going through. Come on now.
Dang, you got Scarface on there. But anyway, I wanted to move to the next segment. You know, we kind of freelancing it here, so everybody, you know, like I said, once again, if you want to call in, that number is 646-564-9728. Press 1 if you want to comment. Now, what I put up is we were talking about the Harriet Tubman segment in the casting. So my question would be, whose biopic would you like to see next? And I put up a couple of people that I would like to see. One is Red Fox and Sammy Davis. I would like to see Marcus Garvey and Fred Hampton. And for one, I would like to see, I know it's so many movies they done put out in the past, but I would like to see Martin Luther King one just as powerful as Malcolm X movie was. I would like to see one for the ages, a Martin Luther King movie for the ages.
A real Martin Luther King.
Yeah, you know, you agree with me?
Uh-huh. But I would want to see the real Martin Luther King, because what they really show is that speech that he did on Washington. And he was talking about fair wages. What else was he talking about? Like economic empowerment. That's what he was talking about.
And you know, I put the pictures up of two of Marcus Garvey, the actors who I would have play them, and I really would like my man from Atlanta. I forgot his name. I would let him play Marcus Garvey. He looked like he could pull that Marcus Garvey one off. And my man that played 12 Years a Slave, what's his name? I forgot his name. I posted them and I forgot their names. But who would you have play Red Fox?
That's a hard one.
You know who my wife brought up?
Ooh.
But he passed. She said the older version, she would have had Pops play him. Pops Weatherspoon. That's who she said her pick would have been. You know, Sammy Davis, he had so many people that could have played him, but now they kind of like chunkier now. You know, you had Tommy Davis could have played him. You had Eddie Griffin, Marlon Wayne. We could have played him. You had so many of them in that could have played Sammy Davis. I don't know why they playing Sammy like that. You know, I know you. Oh, they probably got to put out a Frank Sinatra biopic before they do Sammy, because it was a lot of interesting things about his life that would have been displayed. And I think they stand away from dudes like Fred Hampton and Marcus Garvey, because they were on some deep black empowerment type stuff. So yeah,
Tyler Perry will have to do that movie, because it's no Hollywood studio that would even let that movie get made.
But you know what? You got to think. I'm almost like you. You know, I know he got that show. He got a lot of show on him. But the thing is, a typical black man just can't roll up and just buy a studio. You know what I'm saying? So,
you best believe Tyler Perry probably got rich partners also. He's not doing it. He's not doing it all by himself.
No, I'm not that silly to believe that. But it was like, you know, but you know, they be saying how them Hollywood elites play, but I think they look at it, they like, you know, yeah, we could cause what movie can you say that Tyler Perry put out that really depicts strong masculine black men?
Medea's Happy Halloween.
Man, what's wrong with you, man? That's a good question. I mean, what would you say? Well, I don't think of none that you could really say. His movies always been typical.
But you know what really hurt my heart that I read today?
Well,
I, it kind of hurt me. Um, Rudy Ray Moore's best friend made a video today saying Rudy Ray Moore was a closet homosexual.
yeah, that was his manager. I told you
That
that
was,
the last show.
I know, but it just hurts
Yeah,
so much.
yeah,
They said they used to have to keep him in a room because,
he-
he wasn't attracted to women.
yeah,
So when they was going crazy over him, he couldn't take it sometimes.
yeah. I told you that. I told you that a couple of shows ago. That Muhammad Ali is strong as
No,
hell.
no, it's hard to, you have gay conversations sometimes, and my brain just shut it down. I probably wasn't listening to you, man.
Damn. I'm sorry. What's up? Oh, you chilling with Will? Okay, okay. Yeah. So we whilst we talking and we brought up what biopic would you like to see? What's the next biopic that you would like to see from a powerful black figure? And we brought up a couple of. I brought up a couple of people, and who I thought would play them. Who I thought would play them. We couldn't think of none for
Oh,
real.
I got one. What about
What's
the
up, Andrew?
Gary Coleman story?
Man, get up out of here.
What are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
What's up, Andrew? Ain't nobody. I said powerful.
He powerful.
You know what?
He kept that sitcom afloat for
Okay,
years,
okay,
many years.
okay.
But the famous slogan, what you talking about, Willis?
Well, let's just do one of Cantrell Funeral Home. Those are all of dead bodies up in there. Let's just do that one. Huh?
I talk about what kind of biopic can you do on that? They lived, they died.
There we go. But like I said, I just what's up, Andrea? Man, you hang that phone up right quick. Damn, you just gonna let it ring. But
Hey
anyway,
man,
amen, nothing. Um, damn, dude, the ringer off. But damn, why you still got one of a phone that still got a ringer on it? Mm, mm,
that's my office phone, man. Stop it.
mm, 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 mm,
I
mm.
have business to attend to.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, like I said, what biopic would you like to see happen? If you got any, and what's up, Andrea? Like I said, give us a call. That number is 646-564-9728. Press 1 if you want to comment. Like I said before, I would sure like to see a real Martin Luther King biopic, real strong one for the ages. So strong that you don't even have to see. They don't even have to remake it no more. I think for every biopic you should make one for every generation anyway. But you notice with Malcolm, Spike Lee them did such a good job. You didn't have to remake that movie. Again, it was so good. So I think what was the best King movie that happened? Little Boy King. Who played the best King to you?
I don't know.
And they had I know they had a gay dude playing King, Paul Winfield.
Oh, was he gay?
Yeah, Paul Winfield was gay.
I think most of Hollywood is gay.
but anyway, I wish I would have. I saw something today, and I wish I could have. Well, I guess we can open it up for open topic now. I saw something today, very powerful, and I posted it on my page, but I didn't have time to set this up. it was evidently it was an old video because he spoke about the upcoming 2016 back then in Alabama, and he was like, and he said he stood out there in Alabama and he saw big grown men kissing each other in front of children, and he began to talk about his disgust and how it's hard. He was a minister, and he said his disgust of how he could go out and say God bless you and be ridiculed, or if he say, you know, God is good or God is blessed, God bless, that people ready to crucify him, but yet Bubba could kiss Bob in front of children. And he said and I guess during that time, Alabama was getting ready to pass a rule where they legalized marriage to anything, and he was breaking it down where he said, you could a man could marry a broom, a snake, a dog, and it was a rule in Alabama that allowed you to do that. And he said, man, we going to hell in a handbasket, you know. And he got to really breaking it down like that. Now you fast forward and you look at what's going on now in the state of our world, and it makes you wonder all these rules and laws and stuff that are being passed, and yet it was supposed to always be about the protection of ourselves and our children and all of that. But when you look at it in hindsight, you know, they trying to make pedophilia, they trying to make that legal, where a pedophile could marry a child. So what happened to my question is, what happened to the protection of our children?
You can marry a child overseas.
Huh?
You can like marry a child in India.
That's crazy.
In China. I'm saying you can. I'm talking about it's nothing. You can marry a child as young as 9 years old.
Yeah, different other little cultures, but when we start handed over here, where just say now that janitors can go in, you know, just say janitors or something that's transgender can go in the bathrooms with our kids and all kinds of crazy stuff.
But you got to look at it like this: like in a lot of those countries where you can marry kids, but a man can't marry a man, and a woman can't marry a woman, but you can do it here.
Yeah. Wait a minute, we got a caller. You rocking with the Fat Cat Show? What's happening?
What's going on, Fat Cat and Satellite? How you two men been doing?
We good. And yourself?
Very good, very good.
What?
Blessed. I see you talking about biopics. I was thinking about Aretha Franklin.
Yeah, they getting ready to do that. And what's her name is about to play her? What's the old girl name?
Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah, Jennifer Hudson getting ready to play her.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a nice one. She deserves it.
Jennifer Hudson get ready to play her. But anyway, today's show is open topic also. So anything that's on your mind, you can go ahead and spell it out. But I think, you know, even though Jennifer Hudson is a powerful singer, I don't think nobody can touch Aretha.
Not even Fantasia?
Nah, not even Fantasia.
What about Mary J?
Nah. Ooh, if you said that to my wife, my wife can't stand Mary J.
But if you look into her life, you'll see what she see.
Yeah. Stop it. Now, why you so silly, dude? But anyway, I don't know. Anything else on your mind today?
Yeah, they should do JoJo from Jodeci biopic.
Who? JoJo.
uh, Casey and JoJo biopic.
For what? For what?
Like...
how not to get on crack? Yeah, I probably would do that. probably would do that. You know what? It's nothing wrong with doing some people that could teach you a lesson.
Oh, I thought you was about to say nothing wrong with doing a little crack.
No, that's what you like to do, though. I ain't gonna knock what you like to do. but anyway, I just because anybody that would say make a biopic of Gary Coleman he is on crack and retarded. so, hey.
Got some strokes.
What you talking about, fat kid?
But I don't know, man. It's that might as well go on and do one of Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do it. They're gonna do a biopic of Jesse Jackson. I would watch it.
You'll watch it. Who would you
catch? What about Farrakhan? Farrakhan. Did you all hear me? What about Farrakhan?
I can't.
I like Farrakhan, man. Don't say nothing about Farrakhan.
I can't stand Farrakhan.
Don't say you can't stand him.
I can't stand.
That's my man, Farrakhan.
I can't stand.
And I will not sit here and let you talk about Farrakhan like that.
I cannot stand him. I think he's a hypocrite. I think he's a big hypocrite. Because you can't talk to me about that. See, his conscience kill him because he can't stand up there and tell you for certainty that he didn't play a hand in Malcolm's death. He knew he played a role in Malcolm's death. That's what my biggest beef is with him.
He knew he played a role in it?
Yeah, he played a role.
Jesse Jackson did too. Jesse Jackson did that to Martin Luther King.
Yeah, they said Jesse Jackson's role was to point in a different direction to throw the police off the shooters.
Mm-hmm.
He was supposed to be like a distractor. Because
all right, y'all. I know who I want the biopic on.
Okay, who?
Pastor Wilson. Pastor Wilson.
Pastor Wilson biopic. Oh my God.
Let's talk about the quickest tongue in the church.
Hey, could you
coming out this September?
Hey, could you imagine the girls lining up to try out for the role of who get licked by Pastor Wilson?
Hey, I don't really get licked? What's wrong with you?
Hey, I'm just saying, the girls be lining up to play that role. You have a few French sissies lining up too.
Oh my God! Not the French sissies. We.
Hey, I'm just saying, but Pastor Wilson, dog, that'd be funny though. Who would like just off a rip, just being funny? What about a biopic on Sweet Georgia Brown? Ain't nobody got time for that, you know. Just somebody like her, just some simple things. But I don't know. I don't know, man. But guess what? I think we want to step into talking about, and you brought this up before we started the show, and I guess you to women. This is a question posed to women. Do size matter on a guy? Do size matter to women on a guy? Do the size matter? That's a question. So,
or can you be happy with a little one?
Huh?
Can you be happy with a little one?
I think they can.
But you know what? What question I done had, like, if the guy that you're with got a real little tiny one, right?
Hmm.
And you get pregnant by him and have a little boy, and your little son is built like his daddy. When you change his diaper, are you gonna say,
What's wrong with you, man?
Or when you start having girl problems, are you gonna think in the back of your head like, you probably built like your daddy, his little ass?
Man, it's only you, dude. Only you can think of some messed up stuff. And you know what? I'm gonna tell people. I've been knowing this dude for over 27 years. Do not have any bad news around this guy and bring it to
But
me.
but look, we got a woman on the line right now. When your son is having problems with his girlfriend, if he's built like his daddy, you know because you raised him, you bathed him, you know if he got a little one or not. Are you gonna tell him, look, baby, start buying her something real nice?
tell him the truth.
No, if my son had a little penis, I would tell him you have to find a woman with a little vagina.
Damn.
She said what?
Find a woman with a little vagina.
If my son had a little penis.
Oh no! What you gonna say? Why you testing him out? Oh, you too big for me.
Yeah,
What kind of guy gonna say that?
Vagina.
I can't. Nah, I can't mess with that.
like puzzle.
No, I'm gonna tell him just like this. That woman's vagina is just too big for you. Keep going until you find the right thing. That's it. It's plain and simple. See, my mother was.
Because every little boy now, he done fell off the bike or something and said, "My hurt." She said, "Pull your pants down, let me see." She just see you built just like your daddy.
Because you know what women do, they will say the drollest things to you, even if they don't mean it. They'll say the drollest things to your heart, you know.
Or they might groom you and make sure you have a good personality. You got to be sweet and nice, son. Bring her flowers and candy. You know, most guys, when you slanging it, you don't even open up car doors. You don't buy candy, flowers, or nothing. You don't give a damn.
but you know what? A woman.
Now, Satellite, can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you know?
What was that?
Are you quiet? That's the first time I got Satellite quiet.
He was no. We didn't hear the question.
I said, how do you know, Satellite?
How do I know what?
How do you know what a man with a small penis to a big penis will do?
Oh.
No, because my friends that have problems with girls, you know, they be the nicest, sweetest guys in the world. And I'm like, I used to say, damn, I wish I was nice like that. They buy flowers, never forget a birthday, nice Christmas gifts, all that.
Yeah,
and their girlfriends still end up cheating on them.
So would you? I know you in your situation now, but would you be able to look past a man's size?
No.
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 Damn.
See, this is the truth. Most women, they talk that stuff, say they want a nice guy and this and that, and but you got to be right down there, because most of the guys that ain't right down there, they really good with oral sex.
You better get a strap on or something.
Damn.
And I'm not into plastic. I'm not into plastic, so I would have to keep searching.
Damn. But what if he all ready for you and got his little vaina out and just say, "I got nothing but love for you, baby." Huh? that's hey,
I'm going out the door, baby.
He can't help and that's bad because that person can't help who they are. They can't help how they were made. So I don't think.
Yeah, and that's fine, but I can't help how I was made either. I wasn't made to fit that. For every bat is a glove.
You know what? We gonna make it against the law to discriminate because that should be a disability.
Oh my God.
There should be a disability. We gonna make it impossible for women to discriminate against men that's not well endowed. So
You
Okay.
you know it's a problem. Like
Right.
if she's walking in the bathroom, he like, close that door.
or he says some stuff.
But put it in.
Leave me
You know I
alone.
like to turn it. You know I like to turn it around on you fellas. So what I'm asking you, if a woman had a vagina that you couldn't even get into, would you go back? You could only get the tip. Would you go back?
What the hell? You can only get the tip.
Yeah.
You can only get the tip.
Okay, satellite.
Would you go back?
Satellite, go first.
If I can only get the tip, yeah. What kind of shit is that? I don't even know how to answer that.
Oh.
You got to go, baby.
I can't get a response.
Say you got to go, huh?
Huh.
Dang.
I don't play that.
I never
But you know what was always crazy to me?
I never thought of
What
it
is
that,
it?
that kind of
The Steve Harvey's 90-day challenge. Like, don't let them hit for 90 days or whatever.
yeah.
And what I thought about, what if she's making you wait 90 days, but you're sleeping with a whole bunch of other people, so you don't care. It's not really bothering you.
Yeah. You know what? And then with the 90-day rule and me being a man of God, I'm gonna say this because you know what they say about premarital festivities. I'm gonna put it like that. Premarital festivities. But what if you ended up getting with a person that, if you follow by that rule and you get with a person that you really don't enjoy the sexual activity with,
But how long was it? How long did your wife make you wait?
Wait a minute. Hold on, Satellite. Hold on. Fat Cat, you never answered the question. Well, Satellite answered. He said he had to let it go. What would you do if you could only get the
See, I'm married. I wouldn't do nothing.
You know what?
I can't even think about that.
I guess it. See, it's different. It's different because I guess it'd be different for me. And that gotta be true. What she got? Midgetitis or something? I don't know what. You know what I'm saying?
It's just super.
It's just there. If I love her, I stick. If I love her, I stick with her. We gotta do something though. We gotta loosen it up or something.
What the hell?
It don't loosen up.
It
That's
don't
as
loosen
far as
up.
it go, baby.
Oh, it don't loosen up. See, then I would have to leave because honestly, I don't want to cheat. If I'm with you, I don't want to cheat because if I can't take care of my business because you ain't loosey goosey, then I gotta.
I don't want no loose cakes.
Huh?
I want no loose cakes.
Shoot, you just probably slid in plenty of them.
I did, and I was like, oh man, I messed around with some cakes that was so big, man. It put a big lump in my throat. And she had the nerve to be making noises like I was doing something. To myself, I was like, man, she don't be alive for.
But but didn't you say one show? Lie to me. Don't lie to me. Tell me the truth.
Man, I had a lump so big in my throat, water couldn't even come down it. Because I remember I put 4 fingers in it. Then I said, I was like, damn, this girl is toe up down there, like a massive accident, a 5-car accident that was down there. I was like, she open.
What? Okay.
Hey, Satellite. Hey, Satellite. You ever seen that post on Facebook when the guy got some pussy like that? And he fell down in it, and there was another guy in there too.
That post.
I'm like, you got something there, bro.
Yeah. Oh man. You know what? And
look,
and it's a couple of when you out there and you dibbling and dabbling and you dealing with all this case, you run into a lot of situations that you be like, damn, that you don't even really realize is out there. And you be like, man. So I thank God that every day that I'm married and I found the perfect person for me. Because, man, I had some situations that I can tell you with some women out there that was bold.
Maybe.
I think we all done went through situations where, you know, we done ran into a lot of loosey-gooseys, a lot of should be closed down fish markets. You know.
Sticky cakes. Oh man, that's the worst. I don't know, loose or some sticky cakes. I don't know which one is worse.
I'll take Lucy over some. I'll take Lucy over some sticky.
Oh man, you don't want either one of them though.
I don't want none of them, but if I had to live the rest of my life, it'd be like, which one do I take?
And you can't even cheat with no sticky cakes. Like, I can't bring this meal home. You cheating and you get some cakes that stink so bad you gotta cut all your hairs off.
Your Ruby smell like, did they move the Wayne County morgue down to this one?
Like you been cheating and you drunk. I ain't doing nothing. Boy, you smell like some sauerkraut. And a dead hamster behind the refrigerator.
Oh, that's silly.
Let us pray.
Whoever you was with need to go to the doctor.
Yeah,
like, damn.
It's crazy though. It's a situation. But like I said, to that question, I would have to like Carl Tucker said, I'd rather leave than to cheat.
Look, dude,
Cause
I was eating one day. The girl stank so bad, right? I was drunk and I still smelled it, right? And I was like, oh man, I'm on my way home. I had washed up before I left, but that ain't even help. I said, oh man, what am I gonna do? This woman gonna kill me. So I stopped at the gas station. I stopped at a pump, put a little gas on my palm, and put it down my pants. Went into the house, and she said, boy, you smell like gas. Get out of here. Take them clothes off. Don't get in the bed with them clothes on. Get in the shower. I was like, yeah. I told her the gas had popped back out on me when I was pumping the gas.
Damn.
Free pass to get in the shower at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's some stuff out there that overpower gas. It's some stuff out there that
she didn't get a chance to smell it because she made me get in the tub because I smelled like gas.
Oh my God, man!
Yeah. Ain't that a good cheating move?
You know what I hated? I remember a chick that I met at a club that you could smell it through the clothes.
Did you sleep with her?
No, hell no. You crazy?
I thought maybe had some Remy or a Long Island iced tea or something.
Man, you crazy. I used to call her Octopussy. I ain't messing with that. No, but anyway, man. Anybody got any last words? We gonna go around.
Yeah. I would like to say something. I would like to say good night, everyone. I'm getting off of work. It was good to hear your voice again, Fat Cat. I'm glad that you're out the hospital.
Yeah.
And feeling a little bit better.
Yeah. Thank you for that. I'm getting a little bit better.
Ready?
And
you're welcome.
Tomorrow's the birthday, so I'm feeling good. So
the big 5-0.
Okay, Fat Cat.
90 seconds.
Okay, Fat Cat.
Yeah,
It's good to hear your voice again. You fellas be blessed, and everyone out there, Radio Land, have a beautiful, beautiful night.
And take care of our boy over there.
We got him.
Okay. All right now.
All right.
But anyway, yeah, man. Like I said, man, before, everybody be safe out here. Don't do no dumb stuff.
60 seconds.
I guess we got, one more week for the holiday? Yeah, about one more week for the holiday. If you cooking some real good dinner, invite us over. We real critics of meals, but if you got roaches and bed bugs,
that's what I was gonna say. They might invite you over. You're gonna see some mice droppings on the stove.
If you got roaches and bed bugs, no thanks. But then once again, like I said, subscribe to Tommyism38 for a chance to win those earphones for Android and Apple. Y'all know what's up. Fat Cat Show signing out. Fat Cat and Satellite, y'all. Peace. We up
10
here.
seconds.